Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Love and Info, which by the way stands for Love and Information, which by the way stands for Information Given with Love. Um, and that's because I'm Love. That's my name. Just to clear things up now that I have them kind of figured out. So it's Friday, as people can tell by the huge straw on my colorful drink. Um, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing great. I really do. Every time I say it, I really do. And I hope everybody's learned to be really thankful for what the fuck they got and thankful for what the fuck they don't have. You know, because be careful what the fuck you ask for. That's what they say. I don't know if you guys remember, I made a video about connection not too long ago. It was called Connection. And I talked about all the stuff where they showed you how being connected to people not only makes time go faster when you're in a situation you don't want to be in, such work, or, makes things to go through easier, but it also helps you live longer. I talk about how important connection is as humans. We seek connection all the time. I also made that one video called gangs, the world of gangs and barrios and gangas and what all that means to me, and how the bottom point of it all is connection. How no matter whether you're in a positive or negative state of mind, you will seek connection, whether it's in a self-destructive way or not. It's crazy. But so now we know that we need connection. But how do we know when we're disconnected? How do we know when we're in an absolute isolation zone in which, because if we don't let ourselves, or we simply have put ourselves into, it's kind of like a comfort zone. It's a we're gonna call it it's like a dead zone for your cell phone. You put yourself there, and then you don't know how to get out, and you're reaching out to people and you're reaching out to the world, and nobody's looking and nobody's listening, and you're wondering, when did I become invisible? When did I put myself in a dark spot? Or when did I become hated? Everybody's been there in life. We all been there. Some of us stayed there for longer than others. Some of us decided to get the fuck out. Some of us don't know how to deal with that, and some of us do. It's all different. You know what I mean? And then there's also that thin line in which you must love time with yourself. Like today, I went and had a drink by myself. I went and ate by myself, which I do all the time because I like spending time with myself. Just getting to know yourself. But when are you pushing yourself away and closing up to the love that is in your life? When are you not only not looking for it, but also you are dismissing it? A lot of the times we feel disconnected for many, many reasons, and I wrote like a little list of reasons of why we feel disconnected sometimes. And these are all my personal reasons. This is why I feel like I felt disconnected at those points in my life. I think drugs had a lot to do with it. I think that whenever I did meth, I was running away so much from myself at that point, because I did not like myself so much that I didn't care. And also, I've always kind of been that way. I'm always like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, world. But I don't waste my connections just on anybody. I have to feel it. Now I'm more open to be like, you know what I mean? To want to open to people and to want to hear what they have to say. But I'm still the kind of person where it's just like, I'll listen to you to an extent, but then you got to shut the fuck up. Because most of the stuff that people talk about are just like not what we want to hear. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a type A personality. But that's just me. That's just me. But that makes you know that when I do have a conversation with you, when I do talk to you, when I do connect with you, it's because I genuinely find you interesting. But at that moment, that went to a max. I mean, when I would get meth into my system, it was just like, I didn't even care for you I didn't even see you as a human. I wasn't human. I was a body, and I felt completely just not even isolated. I felt like I was living inside my body, and I was watching everybody watching me. Because my flesh vessel was just standing there, and my spirit was on the outside, just watching a body interact. It was being disconnected. Anger is huge. It's a huge factor on feeling disconnected from everything else, because anger makes you feel. There's different types of anger, but I think in my case, the type of anger that makes me feel disconnected is the anger that comes from entitlement. When you feel like someone or something or a situation or life owes you something. Nobody owes you shit, Gary B. Nobody fucking owes you shit. you know? So a lot of times we get angry at the world because we don't get the things we want, or we don't get to get with the person we want, or we don't get it, something, you know, we don't achieve something. We just fucking get angry, you know? Or we don't know something. We can't figure out something is bugging us. And instead of connecting, which is the answer to everything in life, we disconnect. We disconnect from the issue, we disconnect from the solution, therefore, and we there completely disconnect with reality. And if there's no problem, there's no existence, there's no reality, there is just disconnection, you know? Or a lot of the times we like to fall for that angry comfort zone, you know? And it can, and not, some of the time it's not only anger, the negative feeling that makes us disconnected. A lot of the times it's also disappointment, you know, betrayal, um, excuses simply, you know? Those are the kind of things that we hold on to and we decide to think about, we decide to make a part of our reality, and therefore we feel disconnected. um comfort zones are horrible. No, comfort zones will also make us feel disconnected because that's what they are. It's like, okay, you know what I imagine comfort zones for? If there were like a 3D thing, like or like a this reality thing. It's his room, but I told him I was gonna make in the video. I have 4 minutes. Um, you can come by in the back. Most people are shy to come out in the videos.
I just got out of the shower.
Okay, he just got out of the shower. This is his room. This is his background, but don't make me lose the point. So, comfort zones. You know how I imagine comfort zones to be? I imagine comfort zones like a padded wall. Like, you know, I don't know if they put you on like a crazy cell before, or like you ever been into like a mental institute. I haven't, but I've been put in that thing in jail where there's just like padded walls, white padded walls, where you're safe because you can't hurt yourself in those walls, but you can't go absolutely nowhere. You can't get out of there. You can't do nothing for yourself. You can't even fucking wear clothes. Okay? That's what a comfort zone looks like to me. And that is what disconnection is. When they isolate you into those rooms because of mental issues, or because of any other, you know, self-harm type of thing or whatever, they disconnect you from everything else so that you're not able to hurt other people while you're trying to hurt yourself. You know? Entitlement, I talked about it. Entitlement will make us feel disconnected because we are expecting something that it's not owed to us. You know, I think entitlement, I fight with entitlement every day. I think I fight with entitlement as much as I fight with my meth addiction in my head. Okay? I think I like argue with myself about feeling entitled as much as I talk myself out of smoking meth. And for those who are in addiction, you know that happens every 30 seconds. You know? So it's something that you have to be persistent about, because when you let yourself fall for entitlement, you let yourself disconnect. And you don't want to let yourself disconnect. Also, lizard people. Okay, so this is a really cool concept that I personally love because I love lizards. I absolutely love lizards. I think lizards are super interesting. I love my iguana. And she passed away a couple years ago, and I just love lizards. And so anyways, so there's this concept called lizard people, you know? And it's something negative. Supposedly lizard people are people from a different planet who came into here, and they feed from our positive energy and from our life force, you know? And those people are really easy to get into our heads because those people are in such low vibration. They're in such low self-esteem that when you find yourself in that low vibration, that low self-esteem, and that depressed mode, they're able to connect with you in a very dark way because they're also looking for connection. But the type of connection they're looking for, it's so messed up, messed up. Like they miss. It's like they can't even get it right even if they try. I love making up words, man. I really do. It might be the tequila. Who the fuck knows? But I love making up words. So these lizard people fit off of that. You know what I mean? They feed all of your good stuff, all of everything. This kind of people are also things that can make us feel disconnected. Having a lizard person in your life can definitely fucking make you feel disconnected because they will drown you into your misery loves company. We have to be aware of this fucking lizard people, you know? I don't know who the fuck brought him over here, but I wish it would bring him back. But it was a nice concept, you know? I hope you guys understand it. because me being a poet, and me being a writer, and me being a creative, concepts like this just drive me nuts. I love them. Lizard people, fuck, I love it. And you just imagine these aliens that come and they just feed into your energy, and it's just like, I love it. It's really cool. But yeah, this kind of toxic people in our lives can also make us feel disconnected, you know. And blaming it on, and this is the tricky part, because blaming it on them will also make us feel disconnected from our own responsible person. It's crazy. It's crazy. We gotta stay connected. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. You know, stay aligned. Stay tuned. Stay vivacious. You know, and most important, shine. Shine your little fucking ass away, because we're all fucking stars. Bye, guys.